But bam, yesterday's episode was a longer one. I had a guest, Jason Levin, a good friend and incredible marketer. And after around 10, I think it's after 10 or 11 minutes, he starts sharing really solid, actionable, straightforward tactics. So if you haven't listened, would completely recommend yesterday's episode 560 of the show. I think it's called Viral Growth Hacks from Jason Levin. I think that's the title of it. But today I'm going to give a short story with tangible results. I'm going to share results. And I kind of shared this a few weeks ago, but I didn't realize how viral this idea that I had was, because I saw today that this video has, I think, 6.4 million views on TikTok. And then I know that it got around 4 million views on Facebook Reels. So that's over 10 million views and it was very little work. The video itself was 20 seconds. I recorded it in 30 seconds. I edited it in 5 minutes. So it was really easy. And it's the type of thing that I can do all the time. So I'm going to share how I'm going to make better use of that in the future, what I'm working on, how I'm going to use that to promote compact keywords. Compact Keywords, if you don't know, my SEO program that I just released, have been working on it for the last 11 months, just came out, compactkeywords.com. Here's a story. A few weeks ago, I was talking about how if you make content and you're talking and the content does really well, people probably want to hear or read more stuff around the same subject matter. And so I talked about, and I'm not going to do this again, but what I shared how I had previously made a video about Burger King's Moldy Whopper campaign. Burger King did this campaign where they showed a time lapse of 34 days and they showed a Whopper getting all moldy over the course of 34 days with a time lapse. And this campaign got them 8.4 billion impressions and boosted sales by 14%. It was a very successful campaign. I made a video about that, an original video about that. That video got like 10 million views. So what I did is I was talking about that. I shared that same story a few weeks ago on this podcast, and I shared it in a much faster way. I shared exactly what I shared just now. I needed a good ending for it. So I was talking about SEO, and I took me saying that is crazy about SEO. I took that and I brought that to the end of the video about the Whopper campaign. Even though I was saying that is crazy about SEO, I made it sound like in the video that I was saying it about the Whopper campaign. And so I recorded it in 30 seconds, just talking about it on the podcast. The video itself, like I said, I think it's 20 seconds. For the footage, I just took the Burger King campaign and I sped it up like by, I don't know, times 5 or times 10 so that it would fit into the video. And then I put it onto TikTok, and TikTok recommended music that matched the video, because TikTok's AI is very good at recommending music that matches the length of your video, the tone, the subject matter, the lighting. So TikTok recommended music. I recommended this great remix, this great Radiohead remix. And that was it. I put it up and I was very surprised. I was looking for the original Burger King video that I had made, the one that had done very well. I was looking for the original, and then I saw that this video that I made, the 20-second one, had more views than the original viral one. It had 6.4 million views on TikTok. And I said, that's crazy, because it also had like 4 million views on Facebook. And the one before also had around 10 million views across all platforms. So what I did is I had found subject matter that people, and I know, I don't want to do it so soon, but I know that if I took the description that I just gave about the Burger King campaign, and I made another video, a third video about this, that video would also perform way above average. And so it was cool to see. You have content, you have subject matter specifically that is validated, and you make content about that subject matter, and it takes a long time for people to get tired of it. They will get tired of it, but it takes a while for people to get tired of it. So here's what I'm doing, and I've talked about this before, and now it's actually underway. I am making shirts that say compact keywords. And you might be thinking, oh my God, merch, that's so lame. And I know this is a completely reasonable thing to think, but when my videos are getting tens of millions of views, and I have compact keywords across the top of my shirt, lots of people are going to see that and they're going to Google it. And that might be their first impression of the product, or maybe they've heard about it before and they thought about getting it and now they're reminded. And I do that over and over and over again. And now they're just hit with the product over and over and over and over again. They're reminded over and over and over and over again. So I'm specifically looking to have a shirt design made where the compact keywords text is legible, can easily be read. I don't care about the style. I want it to look cool. So however the designer wants to do it is fine with me. It doesn't need to match my branding as long as you can read compact keywords. Compact keywords is at the top of the shirt because you're seeing the top of my torso in my videos and it looks cool. And people will see that and then they'll Google compact keywords. People who haven't heard of it before, or people who have, they'll be reminded of it. And as I make videos and as I make podcasts, I'll wear the shirt, but it needs to look cool. It can't look lame. And so I started on this and I was going to go to 99 designs. That's the first thing that I was going to do. But I'm like, oh, this is several $100s. I thought this was less. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to Fiverr. And that was stupid. So I want to share this story because I think it's funny. Because I'm like, first of all, 99 designs takes longer. Fiverr is faster. And I'm sure like I can find someone who's good enough on Fiverr and pay a fraction and get my results faster. That's what I thought. And so I found this guy and I'm not going to share the guy. I don't want to call him out, but I'm going to share his designs, if you're watching on YouTube, that had me think that he could do a good job. And so he shared this like street style shirt and it had the word hustle on it and it looked cool. And I like that. And I'm like, okay, I want that for compact keywords. If I can get a shirt like that for compact keywords, I'll be very happy. So I paid the guy $50. And instead of giving me like this cool style, he gave me this. And so if you're watching on YouTube, you're seeing something that I was very disappointed by. In fact, it looked so bad that I thought he made it with AI. And I tried to get a refund and he's like, I'm not going to refund you. And I'm like, okay, whatever. It's $50 and I'm going to accept my losses. But he's like, look, let me try to make it right. I'm going to give you, you can do a redo. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, listen, just make your best work, whatever looks as cool as you can make it. And so then his try number 2 was this, and it also looks, in my opinion, and I shared both the designs with my friend who has really great taste and style. We both thought it looked horrendous. And so now I'm going to take the $50 loss. I'm going to go to just 99 designs and pay. They have several tiers. So I'm just going to do the $200 tier, which will give me 30 designs. And my friends have gotten tremendous results having logos made with 99 designs. Most people only know 99 designs for logos. They do lots of different things. So I'm going to have a shirt made with 99 designs. I'm going to have a shirt design made with 99 designs. And if it's not good with 99 designs, you don't need to pay. So now I'm starting a contest. It's going to last for a week where I have 30 designers submit designs for compact keywords with the shirt, for the shirt where the text is at the top of the shirt so people can read it and something that looks cool. And I think I will get something pretty good because, like I've said, I've seen friends use 99 designs and get such good results with the least expensive tier. Then I'm going to have the shirt made with Printful. Hopefully I can get some nice variations because I don't want to wear the same shirt in every video. So I'd like to have a minimum of 2 different shirts made and that's it. Then when I find subject matter that hits, like the Burger King, like the Moldy Whopper one, I can make a bunch of videos about that. They each get millions of views, and I'm wearing the compact keyword shirt in all of the videos, and I'm wearing it in the podcast. And it's just, you can't help but be reminded of the product. Nowadays, it takes so many touch points to get people to buy. They're hit with an ad. They look at a landing page. They consider, then they bounce. They're reminded of some chore, an errand that they have to do. They're hit in a week, reminded of the product. Oh my God, maybe I should get this. Oh, no, another errand. They're hit in another week. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to get it. Or maybe it takes months. I've had that happen with me where it's taken me several months to purchase something. And I looked at the page and I was about to convert and I didn't convert. And I had to be hit with the messaging 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 times. And then I converted. And that's the reality of selling stuff nowadays. That's the reality. There's so many different distractions. So people need to be hit a bunch of times in order to convert. And I've accepted that. But I think just having the product name on my shirt is a good reminder of the product. And it keeps it in the top of somebody's mind. Because at the end of the day, that's what you want to do. You want to keep the product at the top of somebody's mind, so that they eventually go all the way down that funnel and that they convert. And that's what I wanted to talk about on today's episode of the show, episode 561. Like I said, yesterday's episode was a lot longer. It was over an hour. Really great episode, especially after the 11-minute mark. And that's all. That's all that I got for you today. on this episode of The Edward Show. This is my daily digital marketing podcast, every day, 7 days a week, 561 days in a row. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. I'm going to talk to you again tomorrow. Bye now.